I have a number of fans who go to Winnipeg Jets games regularly, who go to other games around the National Hockey League, and who have lost their patience. Now, we're two old guys. Curt Keelback, Scott Taylor. We're live at the Salisbury House in Winnipeg.
We are live. Guys. We're old, but we're live.
We're old, but we are live. And loud noises tend to frighten us. And every time a goal is scored in the NHL, for reasons known only to the people who run the rinks, the stupid horn has to go off. Now, I'm going to start with you and a rant on the horn, and then I am going to rant about MTS Center in Winnipeg. And I'm not going to rant about it as an old guy. I'm going to rant about it as a hockey fan. So we'll start with you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to rant about it then. And I would have had the same rant. In fact, I did have the same rant many years ago when I was kind of a middle-aged guy. But I think it started in Chicago. I believe that's the first time I ever heard the horn. And I remember thinking, why would they do that? And then, of course, like anything else that goes on, it goes on into every other rink. Now we're hearing it in junior rinks. You hear it in the American Hockey League. You probably hear it in the rinks over in Russia. When the team scores, they blow this stupid horn or the buzzer or whatever, and they just keep it up and they keep it up. It's a nauseating sound. But what I don't understand is, meanwhile, they'll have a sign running along saying, make noise, which is kind of embarrassing to be seen on camera anyway. People should automatically know how to do that. But right when you build to a crescendo, what the highlight of the game is when the home team scores, then you draw them out with the horn.
And that's my argument about the MTS Center. Now, so many of us on press row in the press box at the MTS Center, and it's a very nice place to work. It's a tremendous press box, and Kaylin Qualley and Scott Brown do a wonderful job, so I'm not criticizing anybody there. But it is so loud in that building. It has become so loud that most of us have taken to wearing earplugs during the games. I used to like to go to hockey games and talk to the scouts. Scouts are always the greatest people to talk to. Or other assistant coaches in a day early watching the team play. You could always find more about your own team from other teams than you did from your own team because the guys in your own team aren't going to talk. The last couple of games in Winnipeg, it's been loaded with scouts. People are scouting the Jets. The trade deadline's coming. They're scouting the team that's playing the Jets, and they're scouting the Jets. One thing that the media tends to do is they see a bunch of scouts in one rink, and they say, oh, they're here to scout our guys. Not necessarily. They're often regional scouts that are in the area that are there to scout maybe Philadelphia or maybe Colorado or maybe the Islanders, other teams that are coming into the building. Having said that, Winnipeg fans have been absolutely spectacular this year. There's probably isn't a rink in the NHL better. Maybe Montreal. Maybe Montreal gets that loud. I always remember Philly was loud. Chicago can get loud.
San Jose can get loud.
San Jose can get loud. But Winnipeg fans have been spectacular. And the Go Jets, Go chants have just rung throughout the arena, and it really warms the cockles of my heart. They're loud. They're proud. They love their team. And what's been happening in Winnipeg far too often is you'll get a Go Jets, Go chant going, and everybody in the rink will be doing it. And then there'll be an icinger and offside. So the whistle blows, Lions will pick up the puck. The sound system explodes. Now, I love Dragonette, and there's somebody...
There's a time and a place.
There's somebody at the rink in Winnipeg who loves Dragonette, too. Great Canadian band. Love them. I love Rise Against. I love when they play Audience of One as loud as they can. But when the guys are yelling, Go Jets, Go, let them go. You don't need to blow them out of the building with noise. We have great fans in this town, and there are great fans in every building around the NHL, around the NBA, but you never hear it like you hear it in a hockey rink or in Winnipeg, that the sound system in the building drowns out the people who are making legitimate noise.
Yeah, artificial noise is there for a purpose. It's you need it sometimes because sometimes a rink can be too quiet. It can be a library quiet, and it's a good thing to have and maybe get people into it. But if people are already into it, they're already built up, then why? Why drown them up?
Well, because what the problem has become is that these games have become basically TV shows. They have credits at the end of the evening as to who did what in terms of what went on in the rink that night. So the big scoreboards with the big TV screens have become TV shows. So you're in the midst of this TV show, and the problem is that they don't want to stop their TV show. So instead of letting the fans keep going, they're drowning them out because they got to put their segment of their TV show up. You got to play Hello by Dragonette. I love it. It's a tremendous song. But pick your spots.
And do away with the horn.
Team
scores, people are excited.
Do away with the horn. We'll be back next
week.
week.
Make Winnipeg the first place to do away with the horn.
That'd be cool.
And it'll catch on everywhere.
That'd be
Pretty soon,
just let the
Chicago will be
fans
the
go
only
crazy.
place left of the.
Just let the
That's
fans go
another
nuts.
place that doesn't need a horn. Chicago.
Yeah, the
that
fans are
United
crazy.
Center is loud.
Let the fans go nuts. Let the fans carry it. I'm Scott Taylor. That's Curt Keelback. We're Major Misconduct. We're live from the Sal's on Leela, and we'll be back next week with more rants and whinings and grumpy old men stuff. And thanks for watching.